Yo! Oh, I'm all cuddly, I'm comfy, mate. I got a takeaway ordered. I got Def on tonight, alright? Quick shave up. Come on now. Movember's over, people. Had to rid of the tash. Dedicated to Joseph via the Patreon. You know who you are. Requested Human by Def. Let's just have a little deco what's going on. 8 tunes, yeah? Probably averaging at around 3 minutes. Nah, you idiot. About 4 minutes 10, I would say. Over these songs. Let's not waste your time. Let's jump straight in. This first one is Flattening of Emotions. Let's go. I never see this record referenced much when it comes to Def. I never see the artwork much, so I'm interested to see what this has to offer, eh? This might be a remaster. It says published 2010 Relapse Records. Released in 2011. Surely not. Surely not. An incredibly clean production. I don't know if this production could get any better. I mean, it could get a lot more sparkly, a lot more twinklier, but it's a clean metal production. This really good. Come on. Bub-ba-da-bub. Bub-ba-da-bub. Decent flattening of emotions. I mean, the writing was good, and it sounded really brilliant as far as the sound engineering was concerned. It was good. The guitar solo was pretty cool as well. Yeah, quite an extended guitar solo. I thought that guitar solo was going to cut off about the midway point, but we continued on for a little bit. A few cheeky sweeps here and there. Still got that traditional deaf sound with the tremolo picked guitar riffs. And quite a good sing-along hooking one. Down. Come on now. So let's keep on moving. We've got Suicide Machine coming up next, alright? I feel like Def don't necessarily go off the sound too much. I mean, this is the third record we've listened to now. I think, generally speaking, Def have got a sound, and it seems as if they don't stray off of it too much. But production-wise, this is absolutely spot on. This one's entitled Suicide Machine, so I'll see you there, people. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Yo. Ba-ding! Def is who we're listening to today. This one's entitled Suicide Machine. Anybody know of the band, the Suicide Machines? High anxiety. Da, 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 da. Yo, if you know that one, let me know. Yeah, without further ado, shall we just jump straight into it? Track number 2 of 8. Let's go. Oh, yeah, let me just tell you something crazy, right? I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to get this, because it's going to be quite a niche crossover reference. But these riffs, when was this record put out? Let me just search when this record was put out. Because you hear these sort of riffs in hardcore bands around the late, like tough guy hardcore bands like Breakdown, Killing Time and stuff like that around the late 80s, yeah? Let me see when this was put out. Deaf Human was put out 91, alright? Well, let me tell you something. If you like riffs like this, listen to a band called Soul Search, yeah? Bury the Blame EP in particular. Listen to that if you like tough guy stuff like this. I'm not saying this is tough guy, but yeah, incorporated into like a death metal drenched hardcore mosh sound. Alright, Maiden, calm down. Drummer's going crazy right about now.
How easy it is to deny the pain of someone else's suffering. Robbing natural abilities, anything now seeks tranquility. They confuse state of mind, extending agony, you must be blind. Manipulate identity.
Love the drums grooving on this bit. That was Suicide Machine. Hard tune, hard riffs, great drum fills, definitely great drum fills. Let's keep moving, we got Together as One coming up next. Sounds like a Warzone number, this one. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. dezrocksteady at King of the Pit TV, signing in. This one is entitled Together as One. We're listening to Human by Def. This is track number 3 of 10. Shout out to Joseph who recommended this via the Patreon. Let's go. Possibly best riff so far. I like the tempo to this one. Oh. Am I right in thinking that this record's a little bit heavier than the Def records that came before? There's a lot more of a chug factor, and I don't know if just the sound production is really giving glory to it or whether it's in the writing. Drummer might be the best thing on this record. Drummer is just going ham. Come on. Some heavy riffs, some incredible drumming, some great drum production on the record. When we went high register there, it felt like we didn't just go above with an octave. It felt like we played some sort of variation of the riff in that higher register. Secret Face is coming up next. We're blasting through this record. You know what? I know it's extreme music, but it's very easy listening in my opinion. It's nothing too harsh, is it? There's a great melodic value with what we're hearing when it comes to the guitar work and whatnot, and the crisp production. I know I keep returning to the production, but I think it's really good. I think it suits the band a lot. Let's go. Yes, now bless now people. Don't forget the rest now. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Death, Secret Face. You know what? Record by record by record, track by track by track, Def are an incredibly consistent band, potentially one of the most consistent bands I've heard. You know you've always got quality metal each and every song. This is Secret Face, track 4 of 8. Let's go. Ooh, that hi-hat work. There we go. We've got that almost hardcore chug again. That groove. Uno momento, take away. tight.
What's on the outside is not always all that is real. In my conscience, what I feel when things are reversed, people are shown for what they are. The truth is revealed. There is no fall. Pacifying moments were that of what
That low end sounds crazy. The bass sounds so tight.
sky to obtain the things they want. Find the anguish of someone else. Materialistic motives are fulfilled. Cherish the true.
That's the big inflatable mallet riff, that.
Vulnerable to trust lightness. Interested me of obstacles presented by people with a secret face. Secret face. Secret face. Secret face.
That was Secret Face. Plenty of fast riffing in that one. Relatively simple at parts as far as the rhythm guitar is concerned, especially during that guitar solo section. We might have just been going back and forth from two notes basically, but it sounded pristine. Really good, really good. Let's keep moving. Lack of Comprehension coming up next, which might be a good one because this one rings a bell. We're jumping up a lot of views. Most views we've had on a song on this record so far at 1.1 million. So this must be really good. So I'll see you at Lack of Comprehension. Let's see why people like this song. Yes, now bless, now don't forget to rest now. Track 5 of 8. Shout out to Joseph, who's recommended I listen to a little more Deaf. So we had to move on to Human. Right? Lack of Comprehension is the title of this one. Quite possibly the most popular song on this record, sitting at 1.1 million views. Shall we find out why? I think we should. Let's go. I mean, we started with a different energy from the get-go. With these relatively clean guitars.
Tell me, it's right now. You think you're not understand. An excuse to cover up weaknesses that lie within. Lies, laying your guilt and pain on people that had no part in the molding of a life that creates this destruction.
You know what? I reckon a lot of people like this because of the guitar work. It sounds like a really fun tune to play on the guitar.
Compel myself to demand.
Drums sound crazy.
Reaching into the mind of the created the depression in which they drown their flesh and blood. Lies. So easy to blame the everlasting guilty, pathetic attempt to justify the ending of a life. Lies. Rubbing your very eyes, and reflection of the mistakes to the end will deny. You help in the ending of a life. Return. Finding your today. Compel myself. Resentment.
You know what? I think a lot of the popularity of this song might come down to that little twiddly melodic hook he had in there. Just absolute shred. You know the one. We heard it about 6 times. Nice little melodic motif, like essentially a little, you would call it a little guitar solo, at least I would. But it was composed into the structure, into the fabric of the song. I like it was just, you know, another day at the office, a little embellishment, a little ornament. That was lack of comprehension. Arguably, I would just say that it was of the same standard as to what we've heard. Full stop. Like, it's got a lot more views than a lot of the other songs, but as far as it being any better, I think it all just depends on what riffs you like and what ideas you like, to be honest with you, because generally across the board, it's just all really good quality stuff. It's all really good quality stuff. We got See Through Dreams coming up next, all right?
Home.
Yes, now bless. Now don't forget to rest. Now there's Rocksteady at King of the Posers TV signing in. We're listening to Def. This one is entitled See Through Dreams. Let's go. Track number 6 of 8.
Born into darkness. Words that portray the images that are out. Out of reach from my sight. Words have been denied. Hands change into my eyes. Body senses intensify. Sight to close yet far away. In dreams my thoughts take their form. To give memories identity.
I like that little stop and start. Down, down. It's heavy in its own right.
Through dreams I obtain the ability to connect with sound.
Heavy metal. Quality. lot of woke lyricists. A lot of woke lyric on the record. And when I say woke, I don't mean it like in the left wing sort of means. A lot of insightful, worldly, wise, lyrical content on this record.
Feel the dark in the cold. Feel the warmth of the light. Which has been denied. Is changing to my eyes. My senses intensify. Sights to close it far away. Is my thoughts take their form. To give memories identity.
I think that was my favourite one on the record. I think I really liked the intensity once that solo kicked in on the rhythm guitars. Just that driving, which is a reoccurring theme, but I liked the way they kicked into that. I like that groove. And the heavy riff was good as well. Yeah. I thought that was the best track on the record, personally. Cosmic Sea is coming up next. Track number 7 of 8, alright. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This one's Cosmic Sea. We're listening to Def's record, Human. Devoted to Joseph via the Patreon. Let's check this record out. Well, let's check this tune out, should I say. Come on. Fat Bottom Girls. Those synths there in the background, like a swelling choral. Oh, you hear that? Of course it is. Meaty sounding bass there. This is a brilliant change. From the consistency of sound we've had, this is a brilliant change. This is a great change. This has been the most inventive track we've heard so far. It's instrumental. We're going to finish with Vacant Planets, alright? Let's keep going. I like the title of this track, Vacant Planets. It's quite chilling, isn't it, really? Entire planets just void of life. Or at least that's how we perceive it. Here we go. Right, there we go. We just finished the record. So shout out to Joseph for the recommendation. Let me just say, it's going to be a bold statement of some sorts. I might not be able to, might not be too coherent with the way my brain's working tonight, but I wish I would have more to say about what I had just heard. Let's say this track, let's say the last track, let's say the track before that, let's say the track before that. The band is so consistent and has such a constant sound that once you've heard so much of it, you really just can't stop and comment because the riffs sound the same. The rhythms sound the same, the vocal lines sound the same. And respectfully, they have a very consistent and high quality sound, but in doing so, you know, there's not a great heap of variation. So I apologise in regards to a bit of a lack of response to the last track there, you know. It sort of just went under my conscious awareness for the most part. But let me just say, I'm going to do one more video of my overview, my final thoughts on this record, where I'll hopefully go into a little bit more depth. And we'll talk about it there. So I'll see you there, people. Hold on. Yes! There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Kicking back. Picking back, being bull. We just listened to Deaf Human. I'm going to give a few final thoughts. On this channel, you should have all of the songs uploaded, given copyright hasn't restricted them. Because with this band in particular, it's a little bit funny sometimes getting past the old YouTube copyright gatekeepers. Even though it is fair use, people. It is fair use. So we listened to Human. It was requested on the Patreon by Joseph. Joseph W. I won't use the full name. You know. GDPR, potentially. Or at least that's what we would call it in the corporate realms. 8 tracks. Done and dusted. Doesn't outstay its welcome. Incredibly consistent record. No weak points to the record. There was no downsides as far as filler songs and this and that. That benefit is also very detrimental. Okay, so I'll get in and just say that. It was so consistent, nothing stood out. Nothing stood out. So consistent, I run out of things to say as the songs were going on. Because at the very least, you can sort of say, oh, that's a great riff. Oh, that's a great groove. But there's a very particular style of riffing and playing, and it all just sort of comes full circle, and just you're listening to the same song over and over again. There's no differentiation in the vocal performance. I mean, lyrically speaking, yes, from what you can actually make out from the vocal, but other than that, the vocal sounds the same. The playing sounds the same. The drumming was really good. The drumming was fantastic. I felt like the drumming was the most important part of this record. The drums were really good. And the sound engineering was pristine. Yeah, I don't think they could have got a better production on the record, so that definitely was a plus. Most definitely. Incredibly consistent. If you like the sound, you're going to like the record, full stop. You know what I mean? You could listen to the first 30 seconds of this record, and if you like that, then you like everything. It's that concentrated and consistent of a sound, and, you know, as far as writing's concerned. But I also think that's an incredible downside to the record, because it could be deemed a little bit boring, in all fairness, as you start to find less hooks that draw you in. I did like the production. Bass line was nice. There was a good low end to the mix. Very rarely, but every once in a while, you'd hear the bass line pop a little bit as he went onto the higher register of the fretboard. That was very good. I can't remember what I rated the prior Def records. So I'm not going to go out of my way to rate this one out of 10, but I feel from what I remember, it was a little better than the last record, which was it Spiritual Healing we heard last? Whatever the record that came before this was, I think I prefer this one a little more so. Mostly down to the sound engineering, and I feel like there was a little more of a chug factor. There's a little more of a borderline hardcore, mosh. Beatdown wasn't necessarily a thing at this point, but you know what I mean? There was a little more of an ignorant, chuggy riff element to the record, and I appreciated that. From what I pulled out of the lyrical content when I could do so, it seemed like there was a lot of introspective, um, you know, wise, open minded lyrical content, so that was pretty cool. The people had chosen Lack of Comprehension as like the most viewed song, the best one on the record. I don't necessarily know why, purely as all of the songs were good and as consistent as each other. You couldn't really defer one from the other. But yeah, Lack of Comprehension had some good guitar work. A very standout, reoccurring lick in particular, I feel was, the highlight of that particular song. And with that being said, I can't really go into too much more depth. It was what it was. It was a death record. Do I think this band could be a little bit? I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, because I understand where they stand as far as the foundational aspects and the roots aspects. So I'm not gonna hate because you can't really. But that's my overview of this record. I'm signing out, people. Peace.